Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Welcome you live on AYB Television, Vice President Dr. Mohamed Jallow. What's your impression concerning this state?
Well, we are building a new brand of politics in Sierra Leone. That is the politics that is happening all over the world. We are progressive parties come together to build alliances so that at least they can join forces and draw on both resources to move the country forward. This is something that we are trying to build in Sierra Leone as a way to bring the country together. Not that we are saying we still want a very strong opposition, but we want progressive parties to come together, build alliances so that they can join forces as a way to send a strong message to Sierra Leoneans that we can develop a new brand of politics, a politics that can unite the country, a politics that can move the country forward, a politics, above all, that can put Sierra Leone first. That is what we are doing today.
All right, what do you think attracted the NGC to the SLPP?
It's the progressive ideas of President Julius Maada Bio. Education, health, energy, it's that progressive ideas that has attracted not only the NGC, but so many other politicians, so many other progressive politicians to the SLPP. The progressive ideas, education, human capital development, all the things we are doing. We have been building bridges. We have MPs in the north. We have MPs in the east. We have MPs in the south. We have MPs in the west. We have councillors all over the country. That progressive ideas that Maada Bio has brought to bear upon the political landscape is what is attracting not only the NGC, but so many other progressive like Alpha Card to the great SLPP party.
Does this mean a victory for the SLPP come 2024?
Well, the people will decide. With all of these ideas, I am sure the people will deliver a resounding victory to get President Bio.
You see, I'm receiving the Vice President.
Yes, thank you very much. Of course, this is Dr. Yumkella, and of course, we're coming to speak with him right here, and that's so great here. Of course, we are here in the cubic room. It's a conference room right here, and we're here with all the party stalwarts from both the SLPP and the NGC, the National Grand Coalition. I'm having the acting chairman of the party right here, Jismed. Yes, Jismed Sima, you're welcome to AYB Television. Yes, greetings, every Sierra Leoneans. And of course, what's your take regarding this day?
Excuse me?
What's your take regarding this day?
Oh, absolutely. Today is historic. We're in the crossroad of history. It's a matter of making choices. Choices between the past and the future. Choices between fear and hope. This alliance is about hope and the future. And we'll let the people of Sierra Leone choose whether they will allow fear and intimidation over hope and the future. And we always know around the world historically, hope and the future always wins. And that's what this alliance is about.
This is described as a progressive alliance. How progressive will this alliance be?
The vision shared in the alliance is about transforming the life of our people, bringing progress in every village, in every chiefdom, in every district, in every part of this country, in every region, so that no tribe is left behind, no child is left behind, no mother is left behind, no father is left behind. This is our nation. Together we will have to build it, based on unity, based on progress, based on prosperity. And that's what this alliance is about.
What attracted the NGC to the SLPP?
Well, it's a shared vision. There are many a time when factions will have varying visions, but when there is a convergence of vision, like in this case, the shared vision between His Excellency Dr. Julius Maada Bio and that of our leader, Dr. Yumkella. Because of that shared vision, when the meeting of vision that has led to the establishment of this foundational and historical moment to establish a coalition.
All right, sir. Yes, sir. Good afternoon and welcome to AYV Television, sir.
Thank you for having me.
I'm very much happy to interview you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. I've been told that I should do this in Creole more, especially so that the people out there will get a better understanding. Yes, I know say plenty people go know this face here, but still I go ask for make you tell Fambule Udan are you?
Can
What's within Naya for today?
within I today for see new history where they can begin. Say two political parties, the number 1 party and the number 3 party, they come together for form an alliance for Seka Salon.
So with this
This
one
is unique.
Unique, yes. But people that they see the coin and say this is a progressive alliance.
Yes.
How progressive this alliance?
It's very progressive because the two parties then decide say will they come together. The idea they will get, will they combine them for Seka Mama Salon. It's significant because normally they don't happen after election. But we say no, will they come together before election and for sure the people then say we can come out from different sides in this country, but they can unite for one purpose, for Seka Mama Salon. This is not the significance today. Will they unify this country? Not to say then call somebody get a job, no. This is not the party, then they come together, then they form a common platform, how we will change this country going forward, how we ideas then go come together, and that's what we want. For let ideas come together for the sake of Salon, not for the competition for power.
So people go and ask what really attract to for align with the SLPP.
Well, we don't they talk this a number of issues where we see say then they listen to. When people then begin listening to your criticism and so on and your ideas and policies, you say, well, let we continue this dialogue, but until we can take another level. For build on some of the things they want to don't do well, we correct some area where not be non go well. Because governance, something in a trial and error. You can try something a human being they deal with. Then we see how they scale the good things then up, and then we say a few idea, who will be non-plan, who will get, how we go begin implementing at the country for let the country go before. That's the beauty of this. And the fact is, it be before election, not to after election people they look for position. No, not to position they look for. Now how we go make Salon better. So we get some similar ideas, so we they combine them now.
Plenty of people you critics like you talk say you don't always call APC SLPP as Alusan and Alasan, and then you can't do this alliance. Explain exactly what in this alliance mean. Now that you come back to the party or not just an alignment for as you they talk this now for a progressive Sierra Leone.
Now for a progressive Salon, remember what I have been on say even 2014, 2013, 2014 before they came to this country. I said there are progressives in all parties in Sierra Leone. We dream always don't be safe for create this grand alliance of progressives. God makes say, now President Bio, look all this now say, where me one create, in presidents also one create a grand umbrella, where all Sierra Leoneans go get space, we go bring the talent then together for deliver for this country. It's about delivery for the people, for the common man. So again, we get for listen to the common man. Then problems, and for solve, you know say we now that we don't they do. We call them compassionate, inclusive governance. Compassion means say you they listen to the people there, you they feel for them. And remember what you been do, we've been good at their markets, not also doing this 5 years. For ask them how they do. Their idea then they important now where will they go before. So when the president, me and don't they talk now, remember so don't they talk over 1 year, would they talk about ideas, and they tell people always what would they talk about. How go unify Salon? Would they see too much hate? People, everything are hate, everything are politics. Wait till we they demonstrate, they say, would they put politics aside? Don't talk about Salon. Can they, which talent they wanna get? We go help we for let move education even more, agriculture even more, energy, you know, and the economy. How go push them before waiting though for the common man. So when the president don't come with their ideas, and they, of course we get audience. The party listen to her, and not to one say, oh, na boko meeting there. This is not so easy thing for do as I say, but now innovation. We they innovate. We they show young people then say, yes, we can change political trajectory. We they do things the way we not don't do before for make Salon better. We know they follow tradition. Oh Lord, go fet for power. We the thing do if you there you go make deal. No, we they do it ahead of time for Seka Mama Salon. We they put Salon first. Remember what you would they say? Put Salon first. Now that make we say where you put Salon first, power per Salon go better. You see where you combine? But look with slogan there. Look with slogan there. SLPP say one country, one people. We say united we stand. We stand united. Not to unity we they talk about. Now that's where Papa they always been. They say it was always about unity. President Bio say Kande. Say, you know the history of SLPP. Now about unity, you say your own party, all tell you they talk about unity. And then you say Salon Force. Now the same thing as one country. So we say, well, law combined with idea. So it take we over 1 year, eh? Prince Hardy in the other one day, would they talk in a corner, how we go do this? Not to for just come together, but how we go work. So again, people forgive we credit, say over 1 year, almost 1.5 years ago, we don't they do this, would they design, would they do all kinds of things. And we begin trust we say, look, we can work together for Seka Mama Salon. This is what this demonstrates today, that we're going to unify, we're bringing ideas together, our skills together, pool resources, especially intellectual resources, to deliver for the nation.
Plenty of people can talk, of course, Sierra Leone are divided on political, tribe, and regional alliance. How this alliance go able to bridge that gap here? What will be your message to Salon people?
And that's what they diffuse so. Then see one paramount chief in Peking from the great southern part of this country, another paramount chief in Peking from the great north of this country, then come together. Say tribe no matter, region no matter. Would they do together for Seka Salon? Would they demonstrate them physically? Not to say by idea. Number two, all man knows he will be non defect. No, so me and President Leone have been competitor back from 2013 to 2018. Not so. Let people see, say, look, then 2 years been they compete. This man non in a parliament, he can blast the government. But guess what? Then put all that one day aside, then put Salon Force. Important. So people foresee say this is a real unification, not to half and half. We'll not go hide in a corner. We'll do in public. For say yes, me and the Yumkella, they put me ego aside. Not that I said 2 years ago on AYV. I said we need to put our egos aside for the sake of Sierra Leone. You see, we are consistent. 2 years at the preacher. President Bioli watch TV. You know, 1990, American man call and say, call his bluff. He say, can they come by law talk? You say for put ego aside. You say for put Salon Force. What do you mean? We debate. We begin discuss. In your ideas, who say you don't reach? Who say you want to go? What do you need for do more? For less Salon prosper. It's not easy. Now within a global crisis. I just came Friday. I've been there for our meeting there overseas. They look how we go help Africa for deal with this crisis with it. They say, can they all take it with them with man? When they talk about this, brings on their idea, then a law work together. So after opposing and advising, now we are going to do together. Because at some point, remember, I don't do almost 10 years, yeah? 2013, now I begin KKY movement, not so. After 10 years, after ideas, after opposition, we say now we want do, we want make. Let we take some their ideas and then with the good ideas from SLPP, let we make Salon work. That is the beauty of what we're doing here. We're constructing a new political paradigm of unification, of putting self aside for sake of the common man, bringing talents together. You can oppose, and opposition is necessary, but there is a time you have to work. Africa needs doers. Everybody has ideas. What is missing in Africa is implementation, is delivery. We get all kind of document there. So President Bio say, you ready for law work together for deliver? I say yes. Based on your own experience, my own small experience, we ideas who combine for Seka Salon. So now beaucoup example they said so for the young generation that yes, politics cannot be about hate. Politics cannot be always you they criticize for pull the other one down so you go gain supremacy. No. Time get for which way say Lord put the politics aside, Lord work for the common man, and that's what they demonstrate so today.
We're very close to elections. How you go see this alliance now? Till we go can with victory or you not think say we not align so that the presidents go get in second time?
Well, we fully convinced you they win. It very likely so go win landslide. Remember, we they come together. We they bring with people. That's what is unique here. Not to say then call can the Yumkella say, oh, okay, we they give you job. No. We're bringing movements together, the SLPP movement and the NGC movement. I assure you, we win first round and landslide.
Thank you very much. And of course, what could be your message to supporters, more especially NGC supporters, where Santiago frown at this particular move?
We welcome criticism. We don't see them over time. You don't see the criticism. Now that's not part of our DNA. We encourage that kind of debates because we are progressives. As long as the criticism not destructive, the intellectual criticism, the challenge of even the concept of alliance, is wonderful. You know why? Now that they make you work harder for prove the naysayers wrong.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kande Kole Yumkella. And of course, today is a very, very great ceremony. Also, they see the Sierra Leone People's Party. They, of course, sign an agreement with the, of course, the NGC. Yeah. Of course, well, we're still there with Dr. Prince Harding. Dr. Prince Harding, we did back with you for the second time for this interview. This first one will be getting in English, where this time one for put on down to the ordinary people where they out here and made it again get a better understanding. So, what's in you impression regarding this day? You don't listen to Honorable Dr. Kale Yumkella in submission just now the interview regarding this alliance. What's in you take regarding his submission?
Well, in submission, it is on the right path. The interest of this country is above any individual or group interest. And that is the reason why we are coming together to pursue the interest of the people on the line of peace, unity, and inclusive development.
Yes, this is now one way many party supporters of your party, the SLPP, will be very much happy about. What will be your message to party supporters them where something no go will like this particular move here of the NGC? Any day, in fact.
Of course, it's a normal thing. No alliance or association, no we get starting negative feedbacks. But we as leaders, they don't elect we. For level we take the leadership, informed leadership, so we'll come back to them. And what we'll find out, now we don't come to them, say, the common adage, the more the merry, and the more we come together, the more we as a party individually, in fact, can be made stronger. And in this alliance with the partner, we are doing it in the interest of the party and the interest of the country. So my personal feels the way they can a job they take or a position they take. Now alliance at this moment now don't form. And this alliance not to marriage per se, where 1 + 1 = 1. This is now 1 + 1 = 2, but with a common purpose. And that common purpose follow ensure that Julius Maada Bio he win the presidency LANDSLIDE through the support of everybody. So that it will minimize, in fact, the violence, discord in this country. In fact, this are the expects APC for can do by now. For American form alliance with we they elect this country because Maada Bio don't win this election anyway. So they will not waste money and the voters their money, the citizens their money. They will come together. They will set the record in this country. Have one undisputed candidate like Maada Bio. Voting at the interest, they will talk over. This is the patriotism where Yumkella don't show.
Yeah, you talk about 1 + 1, we now 2, yeah. And some monkey say 1 + 1 1. And for me to get a better understanding, because plenty of people go talk say, well, this particular alliance here, we somehow not know waiting at the meaning of alliance. You go feel say like NGC don't can SLPP. So explain that to the layman, now you let him understand better.
No, you never when I don't join. You know me say you never don't come on and host, you don't come and you host now. No, when I in the area, so to come on interest there, when I come together, come out, now when I get them, when I solve them for the total benefit of all within that neighborhood. That don't mean say you don't live in your house, you don't come in your house. But we have a common identity, common interest, and common origin, and overall common objective. This is what we call an alliance.
Yeah, I'll be asking you back just now inside in English for say if this particular alliance means say now victory, just secretly say now LANDSLIDE and go be a victory for the coming election June 24, 2023.
If you look the dynamics of the 2018, the minutes of the last election, you will know say well, this one don't come, it add, not a subtraction. So therefore win LANDSLIDE.
Thank you very much, Dr. Prince Harding, who of course is the for welcome the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, we happen for be Brigadier Retired Dr. Julius Maada Bio, and of course course, that's the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone and the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Of course, just to enter, and of course, we can shortly commence this particular program right here now the Bintimani Conference Center. You can watch AYV live. Of course, we there on Facebook on AYV News, and also there online on www.ayvnews.com. And we're going to give you live feeds right here. So just stay tuned. We'll go back inside the hall because we can't commence this particular show here.
Alliance building. In 1951, when they formed this great party, they draw from all over the country. Founding fathers from the western region, from the northern region, from the south, and from the east, they all come together. They say this country to independence and put this country on the path of development. They will call for politics modernization. So that day, that the aspiration of the founding fathers. From when they elect President Julius Maada, he don't they call. He said he call on all progressive minds in this country who can join hands with them to move this country forward and develop this country. And from when we make that call, individuals then, let me know they come for join hands together. We get the lights of the Alpha car. We get the lights of our brothers in C4C. We get the lights of so many of our brothers in the APC party, but they may come as individual. Today, we get a party we represented in the parliament. The NGC party don't decide to respond to that call for the Progressive Alliance. So from individual, we are moving to institutional call. Individuals have been responding to that call. But now you have a party that is represented in parliament, that is an institution that is coming to answer that call under the leadership of His Excellency President Julius Maada. So today, we are for officialize that Alliance Day. That Alliance Day, that the dream of His Excellency. He said when they formed the SLPP party in 1951, it drew resources from all areas. That makes since 2018, even 2018 election, His Excellency will always insist he was elected representative from all over the country. That make the SLPP party, that the only party today that's alone, where you get councillors, MPs from the western region, from the northern region, from the southern region, and from the eastern region. The only party. We get council chairmen then, now the north, we get it at the east, we get it at the south. We get councillors then, now the west, now the north, northeast, northwest, south, and east. That day, it will tell you about the vision of we leader. Say, I want to promote inclusive governance. So Alliance building, the NGC, they come to respond to the call of His Excellency for being a progressive alliance to move this country forward. Progressive minds. So today, we there for officialize that day. We get a long program. But I want to tell you and say, the NGC has a representative in parliament. It is stand as a party that they keep the your identity. Alliance building, we are bringing it as a history making to Sierra Leone. All over Africa, that really exists. If you go Senegal, if you go Togo, if you go to all the countries, they are progressive parties and they come together for form alliance. But here, Now the work what His Excellency don't do. From 2018, we come, he say, I bring free education. Where we go to Gambia, any side where we go, where people they declare for can support His Excellency. Every woman there, na Gambia, you get constituency chairladies there, of other parties there, constituency chairmen there, of other parties there. When they come for declare, then they talk and clearly say, wow, they can't join you because of the free quality education, because you don't reduce the woman there, they die for more. So that the ideals, the development, and the work with the pardon do, then they attract people as well as the NGC for join hands together for move this country forward. And nothing no go stop that. So today, we get speaker them from across the two parties them. We go make statements, and we get with brother musician them. Do the welcome statement that from the SLPP party. This cousin, the undisputable chairman, the living chairman of the great SLPP party, the man will bring mobile phone to this country. That is the doctor, the Alex, the Chris, the Harry, the Bullet. Thank you.
SLPP there. NGC there. APC there. Mr. President, the national leader of this party, SLPP, they retired, will never retire in politics. The Dr. Julius Madabio, of course, the chairman of this delegation. The First Lady, Dr. Fatima Julius Madabio. The Chief Minister who has refused to dance, Kenye Safa. Dr. Yumkella, popularly known as KKY, the leader of the NGC. My name is Secretary General Napoleon Bonaparte Kuruma, but in all lost boys. The heads of the NGC party, the chairman, Secretary General, the national executive, including the national officers of this great party, SLPP, the ministers of government and deputy ministers, especially the Attorney General and the Minister of Tourism, whom I can see directly. I would like to single out the dinosaur, the lady dinosaur of the SLPP, Mansour Muya, Tinabene Sibo, Sebasa died for this party. I'm able also to recognize the Manuel O. Grant of 1978 for the SLPP. Ali Bandura, I can feel you, I don't see you. Ali Bandura, I did there, I did. When you see that, what's the other part? Now look at it, and it's hey, go and do what people they say, may not forget my dad, you going to listen back. You said, yeah, and the guy, what's in that boat? Nice to see you once more. And the guy, I say this election will not win now. can't just say in there, you don't have to farm with them. Number 9. Protocol number 9. Permanent scorer. Ilea Alpha Kano. I don't see you be still into him, brother. Me and get the same number. Very close. You know, some people like if you stay there call. You know, pay the school fee. He said, yeah, John carry him. Don't John carry him. Of course, the deputy, we are all there. I don't even mention now, but just one now for recognize now. The one that wouldn't get broken today, the grassroots of the two parties, the executive members of the SLPP, the executive members of NGC, and the grassroots supporters of both parties. We have to laugh for myself. As the woman job, the worker based. Whoever impressed the president, he said all protocols observers. Today, me really will not for something like it. I'll bring a people myself. This thing down low. I just appeal to the APC when they join. We follow who do selection. One group together. We now today for recognize what we call patriotism, and we get power if we be modest and humble in power. Not that we cannot win this election without anybody, with everybody coming on board, but we need them. What and need is different. We need a type of KKY and his team. Because they are singing from the same hymn sheet, but in a different compound never. They say want unity, progressive unity in the interest of the country. So no first. Who say one country, then say Yumkella, what will I say again?
When we put Salon first.
Children, you just one, you just all. United, no, they get two type of jobs. Now one will choose now. You just one, you touch all. Then they say one country, one people. That's why we are here today, to celebrate the unity of this nation. Not with man can't tell for no job, teach people how to come together. No way. We know exactly who sell with the land. Yumkella, he don't see ahead. And that's what we call leadership. Do not allow your followers to lead you. Never allow your followers to lead you. You lead your followers. He has brought them to an assured destination in the interest of the country. Other people have been telling us this from day one, from 2005. We need to come together. However, unity, we need to come together to create what we call the one country, one people. These two parties, they get the same roots, the same origin, and they share similar philosophies, doctrines, and principles. So going today is natural. Not about anybody bringing us together. We need to come together for the good of this country.
Good job.
This election, we don't win now. We don't win now. Now don't just say we don't win more. Because you look at the statistics, 2018, see what we did. With all the paraphernalia of NGC, the military in the hand, soldiers in the hand, police in the hand, money outside, or the bag in one uppercut. Not below the belt to allow uppercut. Now, instead in language, he said, a double uppercut in the game. So today we are witnessing something that every person has been doing. We pray for them come together, for them to win this election, so that this country will get peace. This halala fighting convention. If APC know exactly the interest of this country, the interest of the people, they know the result is clear. Mother, the opposite, Judah have won this country, this election instantly without one to vote. Then the human they don't tell them. Then for the man they don't tell them. This guy don't tell them. I don't go tell them again. When I come, they don't waste government money. They don't waste people their money. They will agree on this one candidate. For let go get and go, they will not put on a candidate for the parliamentary. So they will use that money for start this Leone bridge. But now I'm going to benefit like the airport. Not also Africa. Not also Africa. Not also want to benefit more than you don't get the airport. But we are going to tell them. I bring them from myself. I'll take you. We don't go tell them. We are. When they let this go, we don't do this country, we don't do everything. So let them control, let them copy. Take a while. Finally, I just want to say a few words. Take a while. You are a blessing to yourself and your party. Because leader, that's what you have to do. Self-denial. Self-denial. Men must not praise you. But you're like how they praise one frog. If you process what you will go to say, you will talk to the elephant. Go no more. How? Because you're the boss. Now listen to people who don't know that the best interest of this country is to go judge you right. We are looking for a bang, but another leader. H.E., you don't confuse me. Because you idea that all the Holy Spirit really comes to, but we follow you, we then go to the rest destination. SLPP, we don't believe in leadership. Honestly, God is with us. We get anointing. Make an office say, take care and all that, you can't take on a job. No. Work the job in the get out. Work according to what you expect for this country and the party. The one who went to for 2028, you know if you go leave that same day. If you say, we can't work between now, support the president's agenda, where this bar, take a one, it is support for them responsible before. After that, we will see who that will lead, will God be the best decider. So let us support the person down low. I appeal to you. May not push them. May not just who said the day, who said don't come out, if you don't win, without the count. Fine, your opinion is fact. It's only fact to you. But the fact remains, the more we get, the better. In my speech, the more we come, and the more we'll be able to become stronger as a party. And finally, I will tell you also that this not a marriage alliance, not a marriage yet. You're like a neighbor, something happen, the neighbor, the fetter, they come in China. They are still in the house, alliance is still in the house. For some time, they will continue for end up into a marriage. Marriage now 1 + 1 + 1. But now 1 + 1 = 2. So we are big. That now we encourage them, they will work with them, they mean well. They say the Lord say, this country will work together, and we will support Una, etc. NGC, don't be scared. Just come in as natural as you are. Me as chairman of this party, under the tutelage of the national leader of this party, we welcome Una and we show you this country. One country. One people, you touch one, you touch all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Now, with a call on the chairman of the National Ground Coalition for LANDSLIDE can make a welcome statement, because we say the Bill Alliance, Mr. James F. Suma. You touch one? You touch one? Mr. Suma, you have the floor.
We will let this country. You touch one? We leaders then say, if you put the country first, His Excellency Dr. President Dr. Madabio. Give him a big hand of applause. His Excellency Dr. Julia Jallo, the Vice President. Her Excellency Madam Fatima Madabio. Honorable Alhaji Dr. Kande Kole Yumkella. Mr. Chief Minister, and the chairman of the SLPP, Dr. Prince Adam. The Great Secretary General of the SLPP, Mr. Napoleon Koroma, and the Great Secretary General of the NGC, Alhaji Amadou. The chairman, the great chairman, and the reason why I say so, because this man transformed the PPRC. It make them a functional institution where they deliver results. So, Mr. Chairman, with your permission and the permission of all members of the high table, I want to welcome you all to this great moment of history. I want to extend greetings to the entire leadership of the NGC party where they are today. I want to understand the people as soon now. Because when I say brain, the leadership of the NGC party, they are the architect of this party, they are the brain behind this party, and they are the engine behind this party. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the job that they do. And we have the entire leadership of the SLPP party. Then say one country and one people. And we say, you touch one, you touch all. With their permission, I welcome you all to this great occasion once more. This is a great moment too. This is a historic moment. This is a historic moment where they challenge each and every one of we. This is a historic moment where they define whether we they embrace hope and whether we want to allow people there for things say they go threaten we, intimidate we, give we fear. We not afraid nothing. This alliance is about hope and the future of this nation. Under the Progressive Alliance, let me tell all of us say, we they embrace hope, we embrace opportunity for that will transform the lives of our people.
I dey lead from wetin the Vice President say earlier. When we founding fathers, they established this nation. When they lead we to independence, they say they want to establish a nation that is united. They put unity in our emblem. This alliance is about unity. Then talk say they want to establish a nation where free. When they talk about freedom, now we emblem, not just freedom from colonial rule, because we don't sign the document, they don't establish that one already. But we are talking about economic freedom, political freedom. This alliance is about the freedom of our people, economic freedom of our people. Then talk say they want to establish a nation that is just. This alliance is about justice, so that every Sierra Leonean, irrespective of which tribe you be, every Sierra Leonean, irrespective of which side you come out, whether which religion you come out, which religion you belong to, which political party you belong to, we go treat you fairly, give you justice, deliver it at every corner of this nation. We are all know say the alliance is about stability, unity, stability, and development. But without justice, there is no peace. That is why this alliance is about justice. Without peace, there is no stability. That's why this alliance is about stability. Without stability, there is no development. That is why this alliance is about stability, so we can develop the nation and transform the lives of our youth, transform the lives of our struggling mothers, transform the lives of our farmers, transform the lives of our brothers and sisters in Makeni, Potwako, everywhere. Jump off in, you name it, Kenyapo, Kambia, Kaigaum, Kobana, everywhere in this nation, every corner, north, south, east, and west. This alliance is for you. Embrace it. Don't be allowed to be intimidated. Don't be allowed to be shaken by fear. It's about hope. It's about opportunity. And we all say we embrace opportunity for move this nation forward. That is the shared vision of leaders for the day today. The shared vision of leaders for the day today. Because we young leaders, and we leaders them, they don't experience, they know it's in a development. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to challenge each and every one of us, let we embrace this moment. If you are a student, we don't struggle yesterday, this alliance now for you. For put the past behind and challenge yourself for move forward to the future. If you na mommy, what did the struggle na market yesterday? This alliance now for you. So that we will create opportunity for you, for them to transform your life, you rise up economically. If you na Okada driver, this alliance now for you. Because it's an alliance about hope and transformation. So without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to understand, say, this country, and also the country, now we country. Nobody will come up from letter for can develop and for we. Now we get for developer. And that vision there we leaders them, then decide for put together. So that together, no Peking no go left there, no Northern no go left there, no Southern no go left there, no Eastern no go left there, no Western no go left there, no Central no go left there, no Kono no go left there, no Mende no go left there, no Timi no go left there, no Kurako no go left there, no Kuru no go left there, no Kuyo no go left there. Everybody will be included to transform this nation. So Sierra Leoneans, let's embrace the alliance and move the nation forward and thank our leaders for the vision they have demonstrated to us. Thank you, and welcome to this great vision.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, well, the chairman then, I've been called them for can do welcome statements, but they don't deliver an alliance statement. So I want to tell them thank you. So now I want to just say the next speakers then. Let me keep to the 5 minutes allocation. Now we go to a new category of statement where they focus on the women leaders within the respective party. And we put them on this program, particularly for talk and for showcase the gains they will make in gender equality and women empowerment in this country. You see, from 2018, all the achievements that this government don't do wake up a woman business. We treat them like an ecosystem. We not just say we give them 35% to. We take every sector. We make sure say we position women development and then sector. Today, everything we do around education, we ourselves don't see, and the world don't see. For the first time in the history of this country, we get boy picking and girl picking the equal representation at school, primary and secondary school. Today, you get more girl picking than in this country, where they go apply for those sciences that are for Bekna University. They don't ever be since independence. So we support girl picking them for go school, for keep them at school. Then His Excellency is a political leader. We therefore pass law for improved representation, both elective and appointive representation. Of course, economic empowerment, financial inclusion, we don't support women. But one area where I want to touch, that the health sector. Before we count 2018, nearly 1,117 the women in the dying per born per every 100,000. Just 2 years into the government, we reduced that to 717. Recently, we don't reduce that to 443. You get the World Health Organization representative, the organization waiting for well-body business. Then come to State House for come congratulate His Excellency for that reduction day. When we inside this last week and we top Africa. These are some of the progressive policy that way they impact people their life under the leadership of President Julius Malema. In 2021, now 241,558 beginning and born in this country. 2021. So if you get country who said they born 241,558 beginning per year, it means in the next 10 years, this country in population it will be double, it will be triple, it will go up, we will add 3 million people. And if you get a government, a president where they provide free foundational learning, free primary school, free secondary school, and also free science university for girl beginning, you will find out, say, in the next coming years, we will get 500,000 to nearly 1 million beginning in tertiary and higher education. And the policy then, what His Excellency they put in place, that for being a bridge between that day and the future, so that them begin the day, we will position them for let them go into decent job. That day, that the narrative of today's election. Any anybody will not understand that they don't understand say that 241,558 beginning and born, they get free primary school, free secondary school, and they go to university. How to cater for them? That is the issue, and that is the answer what His Excellency they deliver to this nation. All these are part of the ecosystem for support women empowerment in Sierra Leone. So today, we get the pleasure for giving women's leaders from the respective party an opportunity for them to make a statement. I will advise them to keep to 5 minutes. Now, I recall from the great SLPP party, Mrs. Aissatou Timbo, where they represent the women's leader of the SLPP party. For take the stage. Mrs. Aissatou Timbo, the regional secretary for the Northeast region. So they represent the women's leader of the SLPP party. They can give a statement and we encourage you to make you keep that statement very short, 5 minutes.
One country, one people, the church one, the church all. Okay. Mr. President, Madam First Lady, Honorable Vice President, Chief Minister, Honorable Yumkella, NGC leader, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Secretary General, NGC Secretary General, the NGC Chairman, Mr. PPRC Chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. But before they proceed, I must say we brother, we can't today for country in BKKY, they lost their wife. As a female, for can't up now, I go on for love you all team up, love just get silence. May our beloved soul continue to rest in peace. Thank you. My Papa, President, we want to tell you plenty thank you for all waiting they don't do for we. Now this country, the boss, Madam our foray, in all day, today, they do all the party na Moyamba. So I will represent them this afternoon this conference. We just want for all the sisters then know from the NGC, say we the SLPP, we ready for embrace them. We don't open we hand them to them. And we ready for work with them. So we sisters then from the NGC, we welcome Una. In fact, Una not a stranger. Most of Una are the SLPP. Then Una don't come back home. And I hope say this home Una don't come. We will continue that relationship there with Una. So I tell Una plenty thank you for where Una don't come. Mr. President, I want to let you know, say with you man there. We appreciate you. We there for you and we ready for vote you back in. The one the way they say, then they for go, we not for them to vote for you. We want to vote for you. We want to let you know, say, we will vote for you back. And we ready for keeping. Madam First Lady, I want to tell you, plenty thank you. Then woman they send me, the mama there, they say, for them to tell you, say, that service is bad. beginning, they appreciate that. And the one they don't say, even if we have the time done, you go. Trust me, we will continue salon, we will continue to the back to beginning. Because in the make legal beginning now know the mistrust system. Trade, they're not able for go school where some of them live on the period. But now, when they give them that 1 year supply, they say they're glad for that day. So we want to tell you plenty thank you. We the woman them all, we begin them all. We want that we know you know say we love you. And we will continue for love you, we will support you. We want that you make sure say we the woman them. Woman them there. We want that you say we the woman them. Be ready for votes and we bring down all the man them when they are the other side for let them come vote for. Although we re-elect back the president. Then I want, Mr. President, I want to tell you say, we the woman they tell you plenty thank you for the gender bill where you don't pass. And that gender bill there, the one that you know say, we the woman are ready for work for this country. And you know say any position where they be woman, we they go and better than the man them. Woman are right. So we want to have the man them. Now we are support the president because the president don't give it the 30%. We don't now the man them where they are the offices there. We are need to support the president so that we, the woman them, we will able to work with una side by side when we push the country go before. Mr. President, the things that what you don't do, they don't boku. Some of you don't able to sell for country again. But I want to tell you, say, we from Bombali this thing today. Or we from Bombali don't tell you, say, I like when Nade will never the day. But trust me, they boku they way they vote for you. They tell you. So you are there. That's a Monday game. So to pone super votes. So in that or in there, Mamanusu. Those are them say. So I want to let you know say we will support you. So I thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Tibo. Well, Mrs. Tibo don't speak on behalf of the woman then, particularly the grassroots woman then. We are one of the leading beneficiaries then of the progressive policies of His Excellency the President. Now, I recall on the women's leader of the great NGC party, Madam Fatima Jani Tijansila. Madam Fatima Jariu Tijansila, and the daughter of the late Imam Sheikh Sila of Central Mosque. Thank you.
United we stand. We stand united. You touch one, we will get hope. Today we really get hope, eh? We get so much hope. And I want to say thank you very much for having me here. Mr. President, His Excellency President Julius Madabio, Her Excellency Fatima Julius Madabio, Mr. Vice President, His Excellency Julia Jallo, and to my leader, Honorable Dr. Kande Yumkella, Chairman and leader of the SLPP, Chairman and leader of the SLPP, leader of the NGC, leader of the SLPP, anyway, And I want to say a plenty thank you and congratulate both leaders, His Excellency and Julius Malabio and Dr. Kande Yumkella. I want to congratulate you all too for being here today. Today we don't prove so we say, gonna put Salon first. The very first day, when the leader tell me say, yes, we have to go into alliance, I was so worried because we the NGC, we decide say, we will form an NGC for make we get more women and use them for fight for this country. But honorable leader tell me say, don't worry, this fight is for the betterment of Salon. Just trust the process. So I will get for give me word and say, my leader, I am right behind you. So for this reason, I am here today as the women's leader of the National Grand Coalition, the youngest women's leader where Salon don't ever get. I am proud to say that. I am very much proud to say that I am the youngest women's leader where Salon don't ever get. So I want to say thank you for having me here today. Women, Mr. President, we appreciate you for all what you don't do. You don't give me 30% quota, but we really wish to get 50 because we as women want to be part of decision making. I get to see with Amaya, when Her Excellency, Madam Fatima Bio. Thank you very much for your answer for our dance campaign. And thank you for being the strongest woman you are. I so much admire you. Now I wish the lovely Mrs. Yumkella be there alive, commonly known as Azifilo. It would have been better, even more better, because I know how much the folks had for our women and children in this country. I so much appreciate you for all you have been doing for the sake of our country. Me just want to tell you and say, we the women that we need for Timam Tianga, we don't tire with the cost. That cost money and the cost me on the other side, we don't want them. So this alliance now, what we will come together for fight for that particular cause day. We do not want to be intimidated anymore. We are tired. They're not they cost me my money too much. They're not they take advantage of it because we are women then. So now we need to come together. We need for campaign through this alliance to make them know say this time it's about country first. We truly that they don't put country first. So let us come together and work behind them for make we put this country before. I am so much proud because today Dr. Kande Yumkella will tell me say yes, country first, and I follow them because I feel say it get the interest of the country at heart. And today you don't prove that to me. I appreciate you for that, sir. We don't tire for the sabotage when they sabotage. We don't want that kind of leader when they come for kind revenge. Let me work for the sake of this country. Let me not come for revenge anymore. How long are we going to revenge? What are we going to gain at the end of the day while people are suffering? Women and children are suffering at the end of the day. We are tired of it. So for them to put a stop to this, let us all come together as women. Let us fight for this cause. Let us fight with this alliance and prove to them say it has to be Sierra Leone but nothing else. So please, let me do everything for the sake of this alliance. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. That is Sandro Grant, Emmanuel Grant of the great SLPP party. Close one.
One country, one people. I will add we all today. One nation, one destiny. One mother of you. If you touch one, if you touch all, well,
Where we put some
Your Excellency, Julius Malabio, and the First Lady, our Vice President, my younger brother, KKY, all protocols observed. Today, this alliance for the decision
me look at the celebration. Celebration because the roots of this party, it looks like say that from there two families a day. I want to hear from now. Talk about development, hope is that I'm going to the roots small. But you two come out from chief homes there. They are two well educated. They are two share almost the same vision. The only thing when we meet up and that we don't forget the power force. It's not different from Yumkella. Because I can remember we were in SLPP where Marabio and Yoba will go to them. I think it's John Karimu there.
Yes, it is.
I say Karimu. This year it looks like say SLPP unakamba kwa hiyo Marabio leo kambila. Everybody, he want to help me because of what I do. He said that LUP business will be my
True history.
Well, John Benjamin himself said, he said, well, I'll buy party than me. That, they're not going to get the vision for all this country. We don't want to give a chance. Then we self will go to the Olba. Then by luck now, they wait with us. After we want them to pass, but I've been on paving way. Yumkella, you one thing on the membership, they'll do me no NPRCU. I don't just say that one. So, get to say smile now. 1 million millionaire. They don't scatter one longer year. They come now. Who never be 8 money says SLPP? Now they, I think say, God directs Malabio, Yumkella vex. You guys not been vexed. You think your money will be operate for anything go north, and you still SLPP. But when you vex, you go now. And when you come out, see the making the help bank, and then come up here and back home, you don't get one vote tender. I look at me, I say, me small brother. When I mean, go beer and I host. But not even get the woman. That's I'm sure I'm working for the calling Yumkella, small thing. Just Yumkella, don't not come today. I have access to that. So, but now, the vision. When the two people here get, when they put together today, let me bless them, Papa. When lead the way, Chief Bio and Chief Yumkella. When lead the way, the only extra when Chief Yumkella gets, they go for them and go who pass Chief Bio. I will go on and on. But I go end up. Now the hope let me go. But luckily the hope no cut. Take the hope, take the hope. Now the hope no cut, the hope no come together. So, I wish you all good luck and pray that God strengthens their lives. One country, one people, one for all. Before I sit down, for Bio and for Yumkella. This is my personal business with manager for myself. From 2005, 20 days. That bless Fatima. Because look at this thing about Fatima, me not because it's happening you. And go down the host, you know, go send. And I can recognize me there. This is a condition, I don't go picking. So I don't say 2023, hope you will go. Thank you very much.
Great Toastman of the SLPP. Now I hand over to the elders from NGC.
Your Excellency the President, Your Excellency Madam First Lady, Honorable Vice President, Honorable KKY, leaders of both the SLPP and NGC. It's difficult for talk after the branch don't talk, and they don't give me time. One country, because we miss it, I don't forget how to see that. I still remember. United we stand. How many elders of NGC to my government and see them? Let us see how we're powerful. And they speak quickly on their behalf. They want to recognize them, don't say them in their one side before. But who can this in turn, who will see this afternoon, who will see we party them, who will all be done together. We said clearly. We don't ever think say day like this will come very soon. But the fact that today for Talk Out Alliance, I think so for plan for myself. Not plan for myself. We formed NGC for various reasons. And they might say, wait, I'm not going to that. The fact remains that we don't come together now. But this alliance take a long time for me to come. You know, most people feel say, oh, NGC, them also this, that, and they talk about. But when we start this thing, NGC, the progressive party, we lead up in the talk against the government, in the talk against the APC. In other words, we stand for the truth. It reached a stage, however, that the party where most people feel say that the leaders are not sell out, not the leaders. The vision, quite apart from coming from President Bill, the people that within NGC themselves, they decide to form strategic alliance. And then the majority of the people within the NGC. When we meet, next giving the mandate for men to do that. However, the one person I would like for credit in this alliance is President Bill. Because this has been surprised. That's why they go picture. When I talk to my brother KKY, I even rise for that. I say, KKY said a whole one. From that time, people they look at KKY with suspicion within the party. Anytime they see a picture of KKY and President Bill, they talk and tune at different sides and they say KKY don't sell out. However, leadership is a difficult thing. President Leone, they talk to people there because we know what he wants. KKY, they talk because we know what they don't tell them. However, I reach a state where it confines in some of them. And the one thing we're going to say openly, that the people now where we meet, the brother them with NGC, we get very, very, very good discussions. Everybody give way, and I thank you for that. And other members, another one for Colin Nayalek, to my gradually pass the Colin. But people Nayalek in there can make discussion there. We don't come together now. And very soon I go tell you now waiting the inside this agreement. However, people that know within both parties will not actually know what's in the inside the agreement, the nitty-gritty. But they come back to me and say, we need us, we trust to now. But come on, they come to me, Mr. Kali, once I know say we not say we not sell way out. And really, when you look at that package, the vision where President Bill gets, forget London together, forget KKY together, forget the NGC together, but the vision for bringing Salon together. And we believe say we're going to bring the agreement, say, una go left person inside. Make another lie to now. That's all man gladly. There are people within the NGC when they look at me with suspicion. Take a lot of stick. We all take a lot of stick. Una never sell out to SLPP. Una sit down this party and this will stand for. Them man never been on them and they go sell out to them. Within the SLPP self, man they never not let you. Who said them in there? When they talk about this, they say they will survive on their own. But the guy can't take no. However, this alliance is not about taking your work. This alliance is not about that for what we don't happy before. This alliance is for carry on the joint vision of President Bill and KKY and the elders and the executive of both parties together. We hope that the only thing we will make them on the way they talk and they will shame. That if we go into this alliance, the thing they will sign up on, if we say that this will they do, what will do? If we don't do them, all man go shame. We will go back with head on the face, they say we will tell one. We never go back, we say we will tell one, say them man they are not better than arguments, this is a long cabinet. Luckily enough, a lot of people within the SLPP against a lot of tremendous respect for them. I see brother Alfawari, I see different people in the airway. We will not get a very good relationship. The one thing why they advise before I go is that when we come into this alliance,
we stand up against them, and then alliance will never come to fruition. But in this case, the team where the leadership sets, they ensure say they do everything possible for them to be compliant with the law. And on behalf of the Commission, I want to commend them and commend the two political parties as the alliance from what we don't see and what we hear. It speaks to peace, it speaks to unity, and it speaks to national cohesion. And that's we the PPRC they look up to. At the moment, we work with consequence the way that the political parties for ensuring we create the enabling environment for the sister EMB, whether ECSL, for them to be able to do their work effectively in an atmosphere of peace and tranquility. So we commend them and we call on all other political parties to emulate this example. The PPRC won this election for me an issue-based election, devoid of violence and devoid of manipulation. We want following respect to people there. Let me give with people there the opportunity for them to able to evaluate the political leaders and let them make an informed choice in 2023. So the issue His Excellency the Vice President talked about, I've been already mentioned that to the Secretary Generals of both parties, that I'm really impressed. If when I follow the social media, when I be no say we don't put a ban on the street Al-Alade, we they call street rallies, where people they assemble on the street and begin create all this stress for members of the public. We be not say this particular election, we're not going to allow that. And coming to this activity, I will observe. I drove from Geneva this morning when Yusuf called me, and say I was supposed to deliver a statement here. I came from Geneva and from the east, I begin to observe. For now, I shall say, I not see nobody in the street. And indeed, from Musa I come out on to the point until I got to this roundabout, now I don't see activity there. So I want to commend the two parties and I commend Muna, the ordinary membership of these two parties. And they pray and encourage Muna for continuing that trajectory, for them to be of good conduct in the conduct of your activities. And I hope say Muna they go home peacefully as how Muna come here peacefully. Thanks for supporting the PPRC and kudos to the two political parties.
We can make public the key elements and components of the framework agreement where they drive this alliance. So, on that note, I recall on the two Secretary General of the respective SLPP and NGC, where then are also strong member of the discussion and negotiation team, where His Excellency and the leader of NGC they put together for discuss the dynamics of this alliance. I will start, they will carry the alliance agreement publicly. First, we will start with the National Secretary General of the Sierra Leone People's Party, Umaru Napoleon Koroma.
One country. Wow. Today, another history in the making. Another collection of history from the history maker himself. From the best behaved students in the whole school to the soldier. From the soldier to the warrior. From the warrior to head of state and president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. From president of the Republic of Sierra Leone to his students. From his student back to Sierra Leone to lead Israeli People's Party. From leading Israeli People's Party to victory as His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Madabio. Today, as president, he don't put the cement between Mandela and the lines. The north and the southeast and the west, they come together today in an alliance for development Sierra Leone. That can only be done under no less a person for His Excellency retired Brigadier Julius Madabio. There could not have been a better time to serve the SLPP as Secretary General than now under your leadership, sir. History will remember us forever. Thank you very much. And that said, it's now my privilege and honor to present the alliance agreement. We'll read it in two parts. I will read the first part, and I will invite my colleague, the Secretary General of the National Grand Coalition. He will read the rest of the agreement and we'll proceed to the signing. It reads, the Israeli People's Party, one country, one people. The National Grand Coalition, NGC, united we stand united. The alliance agreement between the Israeli People's Party and the National Grand Coalition. This agreement is made dash day of dash in the year of our Lord 2023 between the Israeli People's Party of number 15 Wallace Johnson Street, Freetown, Republic of Sierra Leone, hereinafter referred to as the SLPP, and the National Grand Coalition NGC of number 49 Banner Street, Freetown, Sierra Leone, hereinafter referred to as the NGC, and collectively referred to as the Alliance. The preamble concerns about the apparent regional divisions in our country's politics, determined to build a united, free, and just society, acknowledging that we have an obligation to work together as an inclusive government, desirous of continuing to pursue economic and social programs that will sustain prosperity in the country, and recognizing that such an endeavor requires, among other things, broad guidelines on procedures and processes. Now, therefore, it is agreed between the parties as follows. 1. The parties agree to maintain their individual identities but work together collaboratively as an alliance of political parties. 2. The parties agree that His Excellency Julius Madabio shall be the sole presidential candidate for the alliance. 3. The parties agree to establish structures to make decisions for and on behalf of the alliance. 4. The parties are free to field candidates for both parliamentary and local council elections. 5. The parties shall cooperate to ensure that they are represented in parliament and local councils. 6. The party shall cooperate to develop a manifesto for the general elections. 7. The parties agree to establish a campaign coordination committee for the presidential election campaign. 8. That's where I will stop.
the Alliance may establish thematic groups comprising representatives of the party and other experts as required. And I have the privilege of inviting my colleague, the Secretary General of the NGC, Mr. Sharif, to come forward and read from paragraph 9 today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is also an alliance between the Bo School and CKC. United we stand. You touch one. You touch Mother Bio. You touch Kande Yumkella. One country. Paupa. Put Salon. Thank you very much. I know that this is not the most important aspect we don't reach. Everybody beyond the ask waiting the inside this alliance. So my colleague, stop at number 8. So now I go number 9. The parties agree to jointly appoint spokespersons who may speak on behalf of the alliance and advocate for the platform of the alliance. Number 10, the parties agree to consult on policy positions concerning the alliance before going public on same. Number 11, the parties agree to meet regularly ahead of the presidential, parliamentary, and local council elections to discuss and plan for a joint election strategy. Number 12, my old mama here. Number 12. Why are you number 12? Number 12. The parties agree that when the alliance win the presidential election, the NGC shall be included in an inclusive government wherein the NGC shall be allocated a number of positions as mutually agreed in various categories of appointments in governance. Example, ministers, deputy ministers, ambassadors, board members, etc., etc. Every appointment shall be subject to the approval of the elected president and nobody but His Excellency Dr. Julius Maada Bio. So that means the election not so. Number 13. The parties agreed to establish a mediation committee comprising eminent persons in Sierra Leone to resolve any misunderstanding between the parties and serve as moral guarantors. In witness hereof, the parties have hereunto set their respective hands and seal on the day and year first above written, signed and sealed by the witness, by within name Sierra Leone People's Party, the said member of the Alliance, Brigadier, retired Dr. Julius Maada Bio, National Leader, Sierra Leone People's Party. We have to sign in the presence of the National Chairman, Sierra Leone People's Party. We all know the person, and also sealed, signed and sealed by the within named National Grand Coalition, the said member of the Alliance, to be signed by Dr. Kande
Colette Yumkella, leader of the National Grand Coalition, in the presence of the National Chairman, National Grand Coalition. I mean, we all don't know today what today is at this alliance, not so? So, thank you very much. SLPP Day? NGC Day? We all agree not to so? One country. You touch one. Paupa. Salute for better. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Secretary General of the two parties. Now, on that note, we are going to formally invite the leader of the National Grand Coalition, Honorable Dr. Yumkella, to occupy the seat on the right-hand side. Thank you. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it also gives me a pleasure and honor to invite His Excellency, the President Dr. Julius Maada to proceed on the signing of the framework agreement for the VAT and operationalization of the Progressive Alliance. Thank you. We are also calling on the respective national chairmen of the two parties to witness the framework agreement. Thank you. Thank you. That is the birth and the operationalization of the Progressive Alliance. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to now total attention. We will come to the height of this event, where we will come call the two leaders then to make a statement. On that note, I recall on the leader of the NGC party, Honorable Dr. Yumkella, for making a statement.
United we stand. One country. Prince, I'm not saying the hearing at Google and also. Give me the hearing at Koindu. United we stand. One country. You touch one. Power path. Where we put Salon first. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, President Julius Maada Bio, Your Excellency, Vice President Jules De Jallo, Your Excellency, Madam First Lady Fatima Maada Bio, all protocols observed, distinguished delegates, guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start with a quotation from the great Nelson Mandela, and it goes as follows, I quote, "This is not just the absence of conflict. This is the creation of an environment where all can flourish, regardless of race, color, creed, religion, gender, class, caste, or any other social matters of difference." Today we meet here to fulfill such a quotation, to create that environment where we can all achieve our full potential. Today marks a historic day in Sierra Leone as the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party and the National Grand Coalition come together to form the Progressive Alliance. This decision demonstrates our unwavering dedication to placing the interests of our nation first and collaborating to create a brighter and more prosperous future for all our people. The formation of the Progressive Alliance was not made lightly, but rather is the result of deliberations and a shared vision for our nation's future. 10 years ago, I did a dream about a grand alliance of progressives. But God can say, that President Bio will create that grand alliance for this country. Now, President Bio said to me, can they come back? Now, your papa in particular can't change Salon. But not tap there. Not tap there. He said, I want to talk to you, party. And I said, hey, Mr. President, I need a boko. He said, go find some of the big man there. So you don't tell me they talk. You don't tell where people want to know what you will talk. But when two chiefs begin, they do their business. Now chiefs they no more for no, not so. So that's what we do. And today at the right day. President Bio, we thank you for your vision, your commitment, patience, and determination that we will make this happen.
And you know say me na UN posting social media. So I want begin jump now on social media for begin debates within Progressive Alliance name. I see can the real politics not to so. Lord, who can force? Thank you, sir. I follow your guidance with the party elders. I want to thank party elders of SLPP and NGC. Thank you. You didn't give up. There were times it was difficult. The naysayers had killed it even before we started. They had their own scenarios. They tried for set fire all, but no hope. So, that planting and combine at you small. As leaders, we recognize that it is our duty to work for the betterment of our country, regardless of our political affiliations. We acknowledge that progress and development cannot be achieved individually, but only through collaborative efforts and partnerships. Our vision for Sierra Leone is built on the fundamental pillar of national cohesion. We recognize and embrace the diversity of our nation with its unique cultures, traditions, and beliefs. We firmly believe that our diversity should serve as a source of strength, not division. As part of our commitment to fostering unity, tolerance, and understanding among all Sierra Leoneans, our Progressive Alliance is dedicated to promote a sense of national pride and identity that transcends political differences. The significance of the signing of this agreement by the son of a paramount chief from the north and the son of a paramount chief from the south should not be disregarded. It represents our dedication to bridge regional divisions and fostering national unity. As leaders, we recognize that the strength of our nation lies in its diversity, and we're committed to working for the betterment of Sierra Leoneans, regardless of their regional origin or political affiliation. This juncture in the history of our history represents our shared vision for a prosperous, united Sierra Leone where all citizens have equal opportunities and representation. We will endeavor to heal our nation's wounds and strengthen national unity. This Progressive Alliance means that we have decided to put aside personal egos and political differences and agree to work together to build a better country. It also marks the beginning of the end of ethno-regional politics in this country. Some man choose for divide we. Some man every day now what's wrong with the country. Every day now how to bring other person down. If you know Ebola, then cross him, mama. We not believe in an equal society. And we go resist them. We not believe in hate. We go resist them. We believe in hope, opportunity, and transformation. Nobody will divide us. There is only one Sierra Leone. This Progressive Alliance embodies the ideas of a unified Sierra Leone. There is no North Sierra Leone, there is no Southeast Sierra Leone, and no West Sierra Leone. There is only one Sierra Leone, this Republic of Sierra Leone. We are all one people. We belong to one country, and if we stand together and united, Baoba Salongo Better. As Nelson Mandela also once said during the 6th Nelson Mandela lecture, he said, and I quote, "It is so easy to break down and destroy. The heroes are those who make peace and build." President Leone, we chose peace and to build, and inshallah, we will all build together because there is only one Republic of Sierra Leone. 2 years after returning home to full-time politics, we built the NGC with like-minded progressives with the ideology that we should always put the interest of our country first, Salon first all the time. We embrace the belief that we must work together with other political groups on common national issues. This is why we did not hesitate to stand with the APC in Parliament when it was necessary to do so. We proudly supported the ruling party when it has made commendable decisions for our country. We also provided constructive criticism. Our approach has been objective and constructive and rooted in the best interest of our nation. We supported the government's focus on human capital development, gender empowerment, the end of the death penalty, the repeal of the criminal alignment provisions in the Public Order Act, and several other initiatives. We not been believe say, if we not get power, we for more. We not believe say, if we not get power, we for criticize everything. We call them constructive opposition. What do you do? We know your ABN. We did we suffer. And not today, now 40 years. If we continue for the fact no more, if we continue for the wish bad thing for every government, now destruction they come. All man knows in me, I support President Ahmed Yumkella. Everybody know. Say I support President Ernest Bai Koroma. I always they support me government. Today we turn and different. Not only for support, now for design a new society, a new salon, where people they know say, you the dinner you party, I dinner me party, but we not all enemy. A society where people don't know say, mother be not only enemy, can they not only enemy? What's in our enemy? Enemy, corruption, poverty and ignorance. Now we for joint sex. Not to other man and other party, but some man will believe say, if you not hold that power, nothing not forget it. Una let to the left power. Now una the people, they lend to the power. Una they give with the privilege for lead una, for work for una. Not to for let you sit down on top with forever. Una go take her. Today clear. It clear today. President Leone say can they like you job. He said, Kande, I want to talk to you, party. And we spent 10. Some other man from that day when President Leone shake his hand, he said, Pabete, we don't do that. Because we get respect, because we get a sense of responsibility. And why I say thank you for your patience. And so I know say me I left for debate. So we sit down debate, he says, so calm down now. For that analysis, who say you did? So telling that we go 4 scenarios. You say all that they make sense. But calm down back. Now this is our answer. Patience. Now that we show today. And tolerance. Who that they with another hurts in this country? Nobody. If we not forgive. If we not forgive, we all will get some blame against man. Some man believes for revenge, for do bad, for incite people every day. Not to that alone we sabi. We forgive freedom. We forgo all sides. We for say anything. Then days here, I see in the past video the last 3 days. Say my brother and my buddy Dr. Jimmy Kande they blast me. Now I say they know they understand Jimmy. Me and Jimmy don't be buddy 40 years. Now we didn't no college, no school. Jimmy made a point. He said, okay, Kande, if I assume he's an intellectual, that's who they debate. After he do that thing then on television, the next day we'll be together. What will we be together for? How for end fake degree in this country? For sure say, the society where we want to create, you free for criticizing intellectually. Challenge the alliance. But with me know what Jimmy Kande they say. Kande, I know you. They sure say Woko. But you know this salon, they let bad news. Yeah. Jimmy Kande don't be criticized Dr. Yumkella. I said, we for go check the next week, who's out in the day, not of Friday college. We should don't let body. Wait till you. When we small, we deal with teenagers. Now we team our back. We say we need to redeem this country from one party. We're not afraid of nobody. No, I hear them there somebody say they for killing me, not so. They say cost meeting voice court. Ah, but the voice not court yet. Now my voice will court. But this society, Mami cost no the rain my yard. We not agree. We should respect woman. We should respect women mother. We should respect we sister. And so God will they resist. How do you resist? You show the difference. We resist by building an alliance. We resist by showing there is a better Sierra Leone, not the negative Sierra Leone, not the hate Sierra Leone. Them mommy they will they suffer. Them mommy they will they sell the market, when they struggle. We hear you now. Then why we not get job? We don't hear you now. Now that make we want to do things together. How we make the country better? Not for the holla every day. Some man say, okay, why you don't criticize the law? Now say yes for 10 years. But not to the number. I criticize and it's by Corona too. I say, so if I don't criticize for 10 years, I don't go parliament 5 years, and the idea now, I want join for Mecca. From ideas to practice to delivery. That is me. In a figure. I choose for criticize for 10 years. I choose for come back now with me wife. For me to come into this show. For give you ideas. Now I say, President Beyonce can from ideas. Don't make the idea work now. And that's what they can do. Inshallah, with una blessing, we gonna make this work. We gonna make the naysayers they shame. We want let we begin a land. If there's anything on our land today, then young one will they watch on television. Me and President Bio, we compete. Not to be small friends, from 2013. Emmanuel Grant, I have to talk. We settle 2013, 2018. They are beginning work on our parliament, not so. Waiting a young man for land, not to battle business, now constructiveness for let the nation better. If President Leone they get by that, they will say, but when I left them and they all say they knock me. No, it's a kind of talk. Misses is not in pride and ego. I know we don't talk to this man for over 1 year. I don't see something that go with all the ones don't be 30% for women. When I remember omnibus bill, other ideas, the man they do one. It tell me second I don't reach here, but I want add more because the country need more. And I want Kumoya Kaya, any idea about lots of Yebo, all that Labu in Laguna Parliament. One day I will talk secrets now. And they all say they want to talk next thing. That's all small. So, Lablo, as I can have secret, I will have small no more. So they talk, and begin to talk policy and this. And I say, you are fascinated at Parliament Day. Come on, at Parliament, can't walk, can they? And you don't make enough laws, can't walk. What am I saying? Young people, we can agree to disagree, but let's not hate each other. Let's not hate each other. Let's believe that unless our government succeed, we will perish. Let's work together. Finally, on economics, let nobody no fool now. Me, they spend the time in a global international scene. I just come Friday. With man, they call me how Africa will deal with this crisis. Some man want make a lesson I am no more. That's all listen to the presentation. Sri Lanka 10-day inflation at 60%. Ghana, Sri Lanka, Ceylon, everybody come on. Interest rate in Ghana 2 weeks ago at 29%. Ghana 18. Yes, food price inflation across Africa is between 35 to 40%, depending on the community. That's where we are. To get out of that, not over that, the hard work. This Ukraine-Russia war is tough. People like we, they pick we bring out for solvent for Africa. So yes, the country tough. Now that make us say, we listen. President, you don't hear you and cry. We go do with this for solvent. It not go be by magic. But we all come together. Let some man not use that one day. Let some man not use that one day say, need they can fix and quick. Nada. This problem is a force. Obama, when this crisis, he don't like the people. He said it will take us time, but I'll deliver. That's what we promised today. We will work on the economy. Yes, we will fight corruption. Yes, we will fight corruption. Why are they talking about public? For let President Bio deliver second term, he need cash. We'll not allow wastage. So you will sit down from side, they you. Not be a headache, not give me a headache. Where you did it, do you work? Where you did it, not chap. You need the cash, but not put on the market. You need the cash, but not put on the hospital. You need the cash, but not put on the education. And they tell you, why are they saying this public? Why are they talking public? Because they can't see that when they enter, that's what they work this now. They go and they go come up with not so. Now, President, you tell me, say, second time activity. They want see results. They want measurement. Not to can say, President, how do you find? No, there will be a matrix we measure. How is fine? Not also Chief Minister, Prince Nala, no, Chief Minister, no more. Not to deliver, say, a legacy. and impact and outcomes, we have to deliver for the people. So we've heard you. We're listening to you. We will circulate the rest of the speech. I know we'll give up, but let's end by the following. We are well aware of the challenges that our nation is facing. The same awareness encouraged and led us to join forces with our president and the ruling SLPP to build a better nation and a better Sierra Leone. Our decision is rooted in the understanding that pulling together our collective knowledge and expertise is crucial to effectively transform the lives of our people and their communities. We recognize the power of collaboration and inclusivity in bringing about meaningful change, including human rights and the rule of law. Before I conclude, I take a moment to express a personal sentiment. My only regret today and disappointment is that my beloved Philo is not with me today. She shared this vision. Once President Leone described her as the bridge. Her loss has left an indelible mark, but I am determined that her dream for a united and developed Sierra Leone should be the best way we remember her. Philo was a passionate advocate for national cohesion and transformative development. I am committed to honoring that legacy and also the foundation that his president has built to move this nation forward. Her spirit will guide both of us as we progress. I pray she will be proud of what we will have accomplished. So today, as SLPP and NGC have decided to work together, I want to ask you for one thing. No matter if you are an energized and committed SLPP and NGC person already, no matter if you are a progressive Sierra Leonean who has questions, someone who has dismissed this alliance, no matter if you dismiss us, or a citizen who may be angry with me personally, or a youth who has lost hope, what we say to you, President Leone and myself, is the following. We will do our best. We will do our best. We are determined to make this country different. We are determined to show you politics not to fight, politics not to hate, not to do or die, not to pass or die in a cooperation for the sake of the people. I want to thank President Leone and members of the SLPP party, especially the senior members of both parties who amicably deliberated over the issues of a prolonged period to produce this agreement. I would like to sing loud Vice President Julia Jallo. On our way, thank you, sir. I know say that when I go back my also. But who reached some type and the discussion, my president say, okay, we're going to be commander now. But you get calling, when I carry the feed on a force, then you tire. Not also on a political scientist. It's been a pleasure working with you, intellectually and operationally. Let's work for Sierra Leone. Let's make this country great. We are the field people, we are the commanders. The general has given his mandate, he's given his vision. Chief Minister, Prince, Jesne Suma, Napoleon, Sergeant, and all of you. The commander has given his vision. He wants a united Sierra Leone. Let's learn to forgive. Let's come together. And my message to the APC, it is very consistent. In 2014, I said, there are progressives in SLPP. There are progressives in APC. President Leone, allow me with the terrorists to offend them progressive and they bring them. Because we want a united country. We want a united country. And Sakan, we bring others on board. Because why? They self need good hospital. They need clean water. They need electricity. Friday will be together. Inshallah, in October. God bless NGC. God bless SLPP. God bless you. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Kade of the KKYFA. We want to thank you, Dr. Kade, for recognizing the efforts and the good work of His Excellency Dr. Julius Maada Bio. We also want to thank you for heeding to the call of His Excellency that said, let's call on all progressives from the north to the south, from the east to the west, to join hands and get them into the new direction. We want to thank you for that call. We also want to thank you for the fine sentiment you have expressed about our great leader, his patience and determination to move this country forward. On that note, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call the philosopher of the pauperism, the founder of the pauper movement, the progressive movement within the SLPP and of the SLPP and in the country. That is the man who shaped what you will do here today. Like we can say, the commander give the instruction. We go, we don't execute the instruction. So the commander now go can talk about the work we will do. You know, it'd be interesting. What His Excellency say, let them go form a team, then we go start the discussion. It was really entertaining. And we're happy today, a good sentiment, a good work. We KKY don't talk about His Excellency. From 2018 to now, Sierra Leone before 2018 is not the Sierra Leone today. Today, you have a Sierra Leone where the president is a global champion for education. Today, you have a Sierra Leone where the president of all presidents in the world is the co-chairman with the United Nations Secretary General on transforming education in the world. Today, the post-2018 Sierra Leone is a Sierra Leone where we have been passing corruption every time with an increased index. And now, this Sierra Leone has met all the international benchmarks. That is why we are NGC Compact eligible. When we go to Senegal, the foreign minister of Senegal said, it's not to every country in Africa they will pass NGC score. We will pass on 1, we pass on 2, we pass on 3, we pass on 4, and we pass on back. That we are in a different Sierra Leone. It's a Sierra Leone where we get what we party, we just stand in this year. When you go see His Excellency, he get private plane. He said, when you plane land at the runway, he asked him, pilot, you should send a free to runway. He said, yes, sir. He said, the runway, the shakes it. That is a different Sierra Leone. And it's a Sierra Leone of hope, development, and direction-led leadership. On that note, we will call the great leader. We don't put this together. His Excellency, the Doctor, the Julius, the Maada, the
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let's sit down. The Honorable Vice President, Madam First Lady, Honorable Chief Minister, and other ministers present here today, all the party executives, senior executives, both the NGC and the Sierra Leone People's Party, all the protocols observed
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is good to always have a good blend. And today I appreciated that more than any other time. Mr. Grant was here to speak, and he said, what actually forms the basis or the genesis of why we are here today. And when I met you in Kitchen, I had not made up my mind to speak to you about coming together. But you know, as we sat there was a huge wire wave just about the time you were about to speak. And I said to myself, this is his dad telling us, I'm not happy that you are not together. And without reference to anybody, I called for a green cup, which I know will please his dad. And I put some cola in there. And everybody was wondering, why is he putting cola not in a green cup? It was at that point that I decided I was going to give it to him, to extend a hand of friendship, which has materialized today in an alliance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a good alliance. This is a noble alliance. It is a homecoming for some of us. When I look at everybody, I spoke to the elders of the NGC the last time. Nobody there was a stranger to me. Old friends, people we have politically fought with, which is okay. And today we are back together. Maybe one day we refuse and be one people, one country. If you put Salon first, our pass Salon go better. No, so that is what we have done today. I can be president and can win the next election. He can be the leader of his party and whatever he wants to be. But there is something bigger than the two of us. And all of us seated here. That is Sierra Leone, the land that we love. If we are not hypocritical to this statement that we make every day, the land that we love, we must express and manifest that love. Today is a manifestation of our commitment to develop this country, of our desire to come together and to make Sierra Leone a better place. In 1961, our founding fathers built the SLPP upon the foundation of great aspiration, one country, one people. They combined the largeness of the vision with the largeness of the heart. That is the beauty. They built a party that will provide a broad umbrella for every Sierra Leonean, not just NGC. And that is why we extend our hands to even those in the APC who want to progress. Ladies and gentlemen, our founding fathers never hesitated to build alliances, so I have not hesitated anything. I know I have their support. They frequently extol the virtues of national unity or of a unified front. It was that which brought our meeting together. Chief Bafar Matas, Chief Shebura Yumkella, Lamina Sanko, Kande Bure, Mohammed Sanusi, Mustafa, and several others from the south to ask to come together to make this country and to build this nation, the new nation. 72 years on, today we seek to reaffirm our faith in the founding aspiration of our party and continue the tradition of our founding fathers as we formalize the progressive alliance between the Sierra Leone People's Party and the National Grand Alliance for the coalition for the June 24th multi-tier election. We not come together no more for win this election. Kande and I have been talking, and as he has explained, I've always said to him, Kande, I know you have big ideas, but I don't want you to die with those ideas. You need a platform. And for me, I said to him, you are a great member of parliament, but you can be a better person in this country because we don't want to confine your expertise, network, and know-how to parliament alone. You have to come. Today, as we sign this alliance, I want to express my gratitude for the commitment and dedication of our two parties in coming together for the greater good of our nation. Now, we don't put saloon first. That means we don't put young egos there aside. And that is the same I will say to the SLPP. People in the wonder, oh, they can't take everything. I say, no. But can I do it alone? No. So I need more people, good people. As we approach the second term, which with your support, I hope to win, and I'm confident to win, we should be talking about how we are going to accelerate our rate of delivery. We had the Honorable Vice President recount the many things we have done, for which we have gained international reputation. But that is not enough. Our people are still suffering. Things are hard. We can be recognized for education around the world, which is no mean feat. But we are lagging behind by so far behind. Now, the way you just don't sprint race, the man that don't grab, don't go near the 20 meter. When you grab, you get for me a plane for each of them. That is where we are. We have wasted our time and we need to catch up with the rest of the world. And because of the nature of domestic politics in this country, we have balkanized our expertise and the good people we have. One group will go sit on an NGC, the other group will sit on an SLPP, the other group will do APC, the other group they go sit on C4C, the other group, and we know they talk. We know they even transfer ideas, choose ideas for Mama Salome. This is what we have done today. I said to him severally, I said, Kande, stop this talking, let's come and do it. Bring your ideas. Let's debate them as long as possible. We will arrive at the decision. So I recognize you. I know how hard you've worked, and I know you have a lot of good people, and I encourage none of them when they really come back, maybe except with a few, that they're not strangers to win SLPP. Very few. Very few, I think, for me, none of the strangers themselves. So we know we said all these federal defects, not to forbid for medicine the blow or they call the excellency and all the doctors. No. All these federal defects, I have my own plan where I don't share with my party to develop this nation. He has his own plan. We have different pathways to deliver those plans and to make this country better. That is where the difference is. So if Mama Salome, neither we concern, and if we put Mama Salome first and one for make me better, then we therefore come together. This is what we are doing today. I'm pleased to know that for the past several months, both leadership of the SLPP and the NGC have engaged in extensive discussions rooted in the desire to form an alliance that is strategic and transparent. As leaders, we are guided by a larger purpose than our individual ambitions. We resolved to work together towards transformative and inclusive development in Sierra Leone, believing that by joining forces, we can achieve greater impact and create more positive changes for our beloved nation. So all this grammar we talk, we really don't put into practice waiting the desire we have. And Dr. Kanda Yumkella is a totally different man today than the one I knew. Oh yes, I will tell you. I don't study Kanda over 25 years ago. He has learned, and it is his desire to really want to contribute, and my desire to take whatever we can put together. After another 5 years, I may not be here, standing in this podium. So I have a limited time to deliver. But how far this one here will be now? That is so. Especially when NGC don't come. United we stand. We touch one. So don't touch Mother Leone. Ladies and gentlemen, in a world full of conflicts and divisiveness, we understand the importance of national cohesion. Our respect for political, social, religious diversity is what makes us a great nation. We believe that our diversity should be our strength and not our weakness. You know, I go pray in a hill station this last Ramadan, and I see a beautiful crowd. Then I decide whether I say for talk. I said we already know that different parties will come out. But today we can for pray to God. Look how we quiet. Nobody know the cost. Nobody know they do anything for what they company. I said my rally today, ABC and the SLPP blow me there. Some man go in the hospital by now, some man in the police, and some man go the cost then bad cost. I'm happy you do not subscribe to Manicos. And we good people in this country, everybody by a woman. You have a sister, you have a daughter. If you big man, you hide behind your finger and they support that boy, where is Doyana, in the constant kind of, you know, they even the yes, they make you deaf. You are not worthy to be the Syrian or to be a leader in this country. Then one day when they get behind and they push them one day to go, cause, you have enough ideas. Tell me what I'm doing is not wrong. Present alternatives, and we, like he said, we will debate until we get to the answer. But not cause. Them big one day, where they inside this country, where they support and know and finance the one day where they cause. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm somebody of faith, and we will see how some people get for end. Just the natural cause, we the cause woman then. Big people then will not get nothing to do with you except that you have a divergence of opinion. You cut them, cost them. You know, those people will not go free. It's not possible. It's not possible. We'll not watch. So, we were not good people then. We get for disarm them one day. We for sure say we don't like this and not to this we want in this country. The democracy we want copy is the best democracy in the world. Let's argue as long as we can. That is not the modus operandi for certain people. In fact, they don't have ideas. So the only thing is to throw you off balance by the student, they're not even amigos course. And yes, no, I will never do it. And I will not tell you, nobody, not for engaging amigos. Let's talk about ideas how to develop Sierra Leone. Let's look at the paradigms, shifting paradigms, which one best for we? Distinguished guests, I want to say inclusive government is at the heart of this alliance. Every Sierra Leonean, regardless of background, ethnicity or political affiliation, must have a voice in the decision-making process of our nation. Through this alliance, we aim to foster unity, tolerance, and understanding among all Sierra Leoneans and promote a sense of pride and identity that transcends political differences. We are beginning to be recognized internationally, not for invectives, but when we come together and decide to work, we can do great things. And we tell you for a fact, we are a good people with great talents. We have been divided, and a house divided against itself will never stand. 5 years on as president and leader of the ruling Sierra Leone People's Party, I'm proud of our remarkable achievements and the visible progress we have made. Over 1 million more new learners have access to education than 5 years ago. We have recruited over 12,000 teachers more than 5 years ago. We have constructed almost 200 health facilities more than 5 years ago. We have recruited over 5,000 health workers more than 5 years ago. Our infant and maternal mortality rates are far lower than 5 years ago. In fact, Mr. Vice President, the Director General of the WHO should be visiting us in addition to the good news that we have. And this, why? Because we have had a 60% jump. The WHO revealed that to us. These things are not happening from the air. These are policies, purposeful, intentionally crafted so that we get the end result here. They attract international, not of more cost for many years. So today, most Sierra Leoneans have access to electricity nationwide, when the Vice President talked about. Most Sierra Leoneans have access to water supply than 5 years ago. We have constructed more roads and bridges than 5 years ago. We have produced more metric tons of rice than 5 years ago. Mining communities receive more payment in the Community Development Agreement than 5 years ago. Don't call it in a new place. We they give them money, say they know if they don't have to use the money. When APC in there, they legislate 0.0001. And even that, they didn't give them. Today, 3-4 weeks ago, we just give them 25 billion. And this week, Losa, to block up, they said they get a loan. I think 35 billion. Yes, this is the Sierra Leone People's Party. We are a People's Party. That which does not belong to us should not stay in my pocket. For the first time in history, we are eligible to develop the NGC Compact, which the Vice President alluded to. We have passed this scorecard for 4 consecutive years, as he said, and passed the control of corruption indicator for 5 consecutive years. We have repealed the 5-year-old seditious libel in criminal law abolished the death penalty, enacted the Gender Equality and Women's Empowerment Act, which crystallized the 30% representation for women in government. Come on in there. So now they want to change and get the sex now to women. This is the best time for women in this country, not so. And the girls are even more hopeful. This year, we had more girls applying for engineering than at any other time in the history of the Fulbright College, which is almost 200 years. Yes, because of intentional policy, inclusive, radical inclusion. If you get better, you go to school. No excuse. When you see born, you go back to school. All man for Sabi. Book. So we don't get problem in future. Therefore, the alliance, forming this alliance with the NGC, is not only about coming together. There's a proverb in Mende which says that when you add honey, pantap honey, not to for make it sweet, but for make it boku. And who boku? NGC don't increase the number, not so. Today, with the formation of this alliance, we will continue to implement policies and programs that improve the lives of our citizens. That is a joint commitment. We will initiate transformative projects across sectors, create jobs, empower the women and youth, and ensure that no one is left behind. As we move forward, the SLPP and the NGC will work collaboratively, leveraging our collective strength, expertise and resources to achieve our shared goals. The signed agreement has set out the intent of this alliance, and as leaders of the Sierra Leone People's Party and the NGC, we commit to abide by and uphold the spirit of the agreement. Our core campaign messages will be the same, in emphasizing the commitment of my administration to peace and national cohesion and inclusive development. Our nation has experienced its fair share of challenges. The decade-long civil war left deep scars and divisions among our people. As we move forward, peace and national cohesion will be fundamental pillars of our development agenda. As President of Sierra Leone, I am committed to peace and national cohesion. We cannot let politics or ethnic differences divide us any longer. So we are starting today. As an alliance, we will strive to create space for open and respectful discussion where all voices are heard and diverse perspectives are considered. We will work towards building bridges, mending relations, and healing the wounds of the past. You know, it was not the best. We're not going to be divorced. La scatter no more scatter. That's not clever. But you say, you get a heart attack for the hook, he said, so we're going to make clever. And so man can keep that one day. On behalf of the Sierra Leone People's Party, when I delete any bad word, anybody we don't use. With the reformat, with the reset also. So the formation of this Progressive Alliance for Transformational Development by the Sierra Leone People's Party is a testament to our commitment to inclusive governance and national cohesion. Our vision is unified. Our ideas are cross-fertilized. We are united in our love for Sierra Leone. Salon Force. Our Alliance will accelerate the development efforts that my administration has been undertaking. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge Dr. Yumkella's contribution as an effective politician, parliamentarian, and a great partner in our development effort. Even where we differed, we were respectful and continued talking. That is why we are here. And that is an example. And no need for custom, no need for cost me. If that maybe they happen, we will not be able to bring this beautiful union together. For followers, if somebody said no, what he said, the people now with messages, programs, and projects, we the Alliance therefore deliver. So you don't need for cost. Say we stand for peace, unity, and national cohesion. Will bring development, will make sure say woman and business go before, will make sure say we prepare not for the next election, but for the next generation. That is what our programs are. To members of the NGC, you are our brothers and sisters. Many of you, we are in the SLPP before, and you regard SLPP as home. Feel free to come back home. They often say, home is where the heart is. So as we mark the signing of this alliance, I'm hopeful that this journey takes you closer to where your heart truly belongs. So the SLPP, let us embrace our NGC brothers and sisters without fear, suspicion, or hesitation. Let us use this opportunity to demonstrate that the SLPP can forge alliances with all who share our vision of inclusive governance, national cohesion, and transformative development. That was what our forefathers stood for, and we should invoke that in what we do today. As a party, let us aspire to be more alliances as the credible pathway for sustainable progress in this country. I will conclude by thanking this alliance for endorsing me as the sole presidential candidate for the June 24th presidential campaign. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The honor and respect is not lost for me, and I promise to provide quality leadership in return for the trust bestowed upon me. Let's hear, please. Let's listen to the last part. Therefore, I ask all of you, now the Alliance, at the end of this ceremony, let us go out proud of what we have achieved as the government and confident in the ability of your sole presidential candidate, energized by the strength of this alliance to propagate our message of 5 years more for progressive, full security, development, and so on. Today, I will say this is truly remarkable and history-making, not just because we are coming together, but because we are doing so for a larger purpose, where everybody forget my life, your country. So I thank you, Honorable Yumkella. I thank the leadership of the NGC. I thank the leadership, my own leadership, and all of you who have worked tirelessly to make this day possible. Thank you, and God bless you.